This week in All Star Fandom, we go into episode 3 of Ahsoka. What will it be this week? Will it be better than last week in some people's minds? I'm joined by my great friend Big Dog again because we're going to be running through all of Ahsoka's first season. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. We're going to jump right into our review of Ahsoka episode 3. So let's talk about it. Welcome to another episode of All Star Fandom. Like I said in the intro, I'm being joined by my big dog, Roof Dog, again as we go through as we go through Ahsoka's first season on Disney Plus, another Star Wars adventure. Rufus, say hello to the people again, man.
What's up, people? How y'all doing today?
So, if you looked at the video last week, I was sort of a little bit on the fence, right? So I wasn't sure. I just felt left out. So Rufus, we're just gonna jump right in, okay?
Let's
episode 3. I got 2 words for episode 3. Action was episode 3, and I didn't make that up.
Hold on, hit it with it one more time.
Action was episode 3.
Just so y'all know, that's 2 words.
2 words. Rufus, trademark that, man. 2 words. I honestly thought that episode was action packed from the jump, and just to go through a few of the beats that I enjoyed about the episode. General O'Hara, she's probably my favorite character. She stepped to the Senate like, hey, like,
oh yeah,
were you in the war?
Oh yeah,
or did
you over there?
Did you just hide and wait to wait till you won? Oh, so you weren't with me in the gym shooting. You weren't with us in the gym getting up shots. Okay, right. I got it. Shut up. So that's his.
Hey, basically that's what you told, boy. But real nice, like, hey, Playboy, you don't have nothing to say on this whole combo right now.
So let's just give a little premise of what episode 3 was about. Episode 3, we were beginning with Sabine's training.
With Sabine's training, yes.
Yeah, so we're gonna get those Jedi training montages again, which again, Rufus, you know me, man. I love a good training montage.
I do too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rocky Balboa, Creed 1, Creed.
Look, hey, we can take that even to Rambo when you want to make the knives.
Oh, and the band just But we're gonna get to see a really good training montage. I think one that we really haven't seen like this. We saw Grogu's in the Mandalorian or Boba Fett, whichever those were. But it was different. He's smaller in stature and he uses a lot with the Force, right?
Yeah.
But with this, we get to see like Sabine sort of pick up her training, I guess, as a Padawan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to Hera, and she's my favorite character by far, from just that interaction with the Senate. And I have a question, Rufus, and we're going in little steps.
Yep.
This is just might be the TV or the movie making in us, but who's the dad of the kid of General Hera? Jason?
Oh,
who's that baby?
That's a great question.
Is it Israel?
That's a great question.
Because he looked Israelite.
That's a great question, because when he came up and said, "Mom," I was like, where in the you probably want to put the dolphin sound. Where in the F did he come from?
But he talked about being a Jedi. Like,
yeah, he talked about being a Jedi.
At what point, like, he shouldn't be able to, right? If she didn't.
And the thing is, he at his age, he shouldn't know what a Jedi is. But he like knows what a Jedi is, and she's like, "I know you want to be a Jedi." So he's been talking about this since he was little.
Well, he's late into the game too, and we know when people get late into that game, what happens.
Yeah.
Force choke, and that's
exactly.
After again, maybe it's Israel's son. I don't know. And this is what we fell upon last week because we didn't watch Clone Wars. We didn't watch any of that. So we might be out far on a limb right now.
Yeah.
But I'm calling it. That's Israel's baby. That's Israel's baby.
Hey, we about to find out because I'm like I told you last week, I'm excited. knowing every bit of this story. I'm
That's
excited about not
understandable.
knowing all the nuances about this whole thing. Because last night episode, I'm sitting there like, I know she ain't gonna fight in space, and I know we about to
Oh,
get to it.
I was
I know
getting
we about
that.
to get
We
to
were
it,
getting
dog.
well, first up, when they made it to like the ring, I heard that Halo theme song in my head, you know.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Before we get there, hold on. I hate to stop you, but I don't want to skip anything. So let me say my little part from the beginning.
Go ahead, go ahead, go
Okay,
ahead.
so when it first came on, I don't know if you paid attention to the music like I did. It had almost like a Mandalorian feel to it. I don't know if you
Did it? I'm
felt
gonna have
that.
to go back and watch it.
I
Cause
don't know if you felt it. Like it almost had that Mandalorian feel to it. Like when she was getting ready to start training her blindfolded or with the mask on.
okay,
I was
yeah.
like, hold up. I heard the whistle. I heard, I heard the whistle. So I was like, wait a minute now.
Well, she is Mandalorian, but
Yes.
and I'm anxious to see how that plays in because I would guarantee we see
I hope we
Mando
see Mando. I hope we do.
show up in some capacity. I hope, fingers crossed, you know, because there's a new land that Apollo Creed gave them land to, and they were like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
yeah.
we." I just called him
But
Apollo
I
Creed,
like,
man.
and I like, you messed up his whole deal in the Star Wars universe. But that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You can't fix it now. Everybody know who he is. But what I was gonna say is, I like the fact that she's being patient with her while training, and I'm talking about Ahsoka and Sabine. I like the fact that she's being patient with her, and she's not like rushing her to get it. You know what I'm saying? With her technique, she was like, "Yeah, your technique is off. You ain't practicing a while. That's cool." Everybody don't get to being a Jedi through this strict regimen of do it like this, do it like this, do it like this.
Yeah, and on
So
top of
I
that,
like that.
and on top of that, and we'll get to it because we're at the ring part, right? So
Mm-hmm.
again, like I thought, yeah, I felt Halo, like when I
Yeah.
saw it in the light, I was like, "Where are we going? Halo? Where's Master Chief, man?" I was like, somebody's gonna turn around in a mask and be like, in a helmet, and be like, "I need a weapon," and that's
Yeah.
that's still the coldest line. That was from Halo 2, and that was the coldest line. he saw stuff going down. I need a weapon.
I need a
I said,
weapon.
you could do the two guns, but I digress. I'm getting off topic here.
Yeah.
But the hyperspace ring, and that's where it looks like Morgan was located. And
Yes.
I'm not sure. Like they talked about what that ring was, like the purpose of it.
That ring. So the purpose of that ring is supposed to take them to Thrawn or wherever they
It's
trying
like
to go
travel, right?
faster than their ships can go. So it's like double light speed or
It's the
something like that.
hyperspace ring. Yeah.
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 So it's probably more, and I probably got the math all wrong. Y'all forgive me, but it's probably way faster than double light speed. It's supposed to get them there like that,
Yeah.
wherever they trying to go.
So that was super interesting. But when we come up on that ring, I see like probably one of the dopest scenes I've seen in Star Wars ever. When she went out on that ship
Dude,
and stood there with the.
She said, "Hold on, I'll be right back." Wait a minute, where you going? Like, wait a minute, where you going?
And I'm always a sucker for a good like suit up change, man.
Oh,
So when she stepped
yeah.
out in the all blue and white, I was like, all right, let's see what happens here. There's like 3 ships, it's 3 coming for her, man. And she's just standing there out, ready for
and
it.
they shooting.
Yeah, again, this was probably the dopest scene I've seen in Star Wars in a long time. And it just it does a good job of showing you how badass a character Ahsoka is too.
Dude.
And I'm glad they did that.
But I know when you saw her step out and turn on both of them lightsabers, you was like, she ain't finna fight no ship in space, I'm like, she ain't finna fight 3 ships in space, bro.
I think it was the calmness of the whole thing too. There wasn't like any panic. Even when she was floating in space, she was like, that's great. Come on and pick me up. Like that's like,
she was like, yeah. Okay.
Come on, pick me up.
So like after she cut the wing off the ship, I was like, nah, come on, cuz.
Yeah.
Come on, for real. Then she was like just floated in front of the ship, like,
yeah,
what you doing?
Come
you
get
got
me,
it started yet? Like you got it started yet? Let's go. Man, I thought the episode was tight, bro. But like I said, just the one part that pissed me off, like I said earlier,
yeah, tell me
it's just General had to get in somebody's ass because they not understanding the significance of, hey, when
Oh,
I tell you we need to do something, that's me as an experienced general telling you we need to go follow these people because they trying to bring back somebody that can bring back this war that nobody wants. You see what
well,
I'm saying?
you know what? I felt a lot like Booby Miles when the other guy in the Senate was going back at her.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who
Hey,
paying you?
Booby.
Who paying you? You from Midland? You paying? Who paying you? I felt like this dude's gonna be the shadiest person in the Senate. There's a mole in the Senate,
He
man,
kind of
and
got that.
he
Look, I
is.
was gonna say he kind of got that feel like old boy off 300. You know what I'm saying? That he got that feel like old boy off 300 who went to the queen like,
He was.
what's happening? What you need from the Senate? You feel me?
He was
We don't know. That's the feeling I got from him, especially when she straightened him and was like, "Hey, have you ever been in the war?"
yeah,
And
yeah,
he was like, "No." Basically, she meant, "Hey man, stop talking there, bro. You ain't got nothing to say right now."
yeah. She hit him with the old rock catchphrase. Hey, know your role and shut your mouth.
Thank
And
you.
turn my foot sideways, stick it up your candy ass. That sort of. I
Look,
think
I'm gonna tell you like this. I
badass
had
character,
fun with this
man. I can't
episode,
wait to
bro.
see her. I can't wait to see her and Ahsoka.
Yes, I had fun with this episode, and the fact that she's telling like, look, we got a tracker on the people that infiltrated our base. We got a tracker on this. We need to just follow the tracker, and wherever they go, we need to get there and just neutralize this situation
Mm-hmm.
right now before it gets worse. And they like, that's man. Ooh, I'm just ready to see what happens in next week's episode.
And I'll take this away from it too. From being someone who was super uncertain last week with the back-to-back episodes, the 2-episode premiere.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I felt like I was out of the loop. That's the biggest thing, my takeaway from the first 2 episodes. This one, I feel like it's finally it can start now. I think that's what I was
Yeah.
waiting for the most. Like the first 2 were all this story about this is how things this is what happened to get us here. This is
Mm-hmm.
what's up with this character. This is what happened with this character. They were together at one point. Now they're separated. Now they have to
Mm-hmm.
come back together. So the team
Right.
ups happen now. Now we're in episode 3, and we start off like, okay, I didn't get all the what's the word exposition? Is that the right word I'm looking for? Of like explanation of things that's going on.
Yes.
Just shoot some stuff, cut some stuff with some lightsabers,
Like,
do some training montages, some real badassery sort of stuff as a Jedi,
yeah.
and I'm in. The last 2 episodes is a blur to me at this point, man. I know where they're going. I know the mission.
Yeah.
That's all I honestly need to know. If you could have shrunk
Basically,
episode 1 and 2 down into one and said that
yeah.
this was a second episode, we'd be off to the races for me, man. But
So
last week I would have been.
you just didn't like the fact that it was 2 episodes that kicked this thing off, and one was a little bit slower than the other one as far as explaining everything and getting to the action of what are we trying to accomplish, where are we going with Ahsoka and with the whole throne in exile thing.
Exactly. So
Okay.
I think it was just slow for me. Slow, and I was out of the loop on some pieces. But with this one, I felt like, we didn't bring up Israel. Well, we brought up Israel, the general did, and that's the whole reason why they think like the Senate's thinking like she's continually trying to do it so she can find Israel.
Right.
Which makes me still think that little Jason is Israel's son, man. I'm sure of it. I'm book it.
Hey, we'll see. We'll see if you're right. We'll see if you're right in a few weeks. We'll see if you're right in a few weeks.
August 30th, 2023, 8:35 p.m. of this recording.
Okay.
Book it. That's Israel's son, man.
All right. Well, okay. Well, you said it. It's out there now.
Yeah, it's out there. Out there. I can't take it back. Dude, I enjoyed this one. I know we didn't rate last week's episode, last 2 weeks' episode, because we were both just trying to catch up. Oh, you gave last week's a 5? Or this week?
That's for this week. That's for this week.
This week, and on top of that, it was a tight 31, 37 minutes. It was a tight.
Dog.
If you keep it like that, I think, you got some on your hands. And the tease now of them being like in the forest or whatever,
Right.
Now we were going to get into some real.
Dude, just a fact. Okay, so I already touched on the patience that she's having with teaching Sabine, right? So she's trying to teach her the Force. I don't know how Anakin taught her the Force, but the way she's going about teaching her is making her want to really learn how to wield this thing. You know what I'm saying? How to tap into
Yeah.
this thing. And I'm gonna keep saying this. Hey, people, she fought in space with two lightsabers against three
Yeah.
spacecraft. If
And
y'all have not seen this show, please go and watch it.
it's
It's
really
tight.
good, man. It's really good.
So that's
But
all I got to say about it. I don't want to go too long, but
I
I
don't know,
like
but
this episode. I can't wait to see where it goes. But I
yeah,
give it five, five
this
thumbs,
week's
5 fires, whatever we give it.
this week definitely uh got me back on track because I
Oh
was
yeah,
not fully looking forward to watching it because I felt out of the loop again. Like I said in the last video, personal problem, man. That's on me. I didn't watch Clone Wars. I didn't watch Rebels. I can't fault anybody but myself, Rufus. I'm aware of myself enough to know that. So,
yeah,
but this week episode and what's to come, dude, I'm in because they are out
yes,
there alone, and
yes,
it's very Rambo-ish almost,
yeah.
or Predator-ish a little
Let,
bit, you know.
let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Why it always seem like the Empire got more people, you know what I'm saying, ready to go to bat for them, and then the Jedi's got people ready to go to bat for them. Why does it always seem like that? It always seems like they got more people ready to fight like right now compared to the good guys. Why does it seem like that?
There's more bad people in this
No,
galaxy, man. And
am I the only person that feels that way, or are you
no,
feeling that too?
oh god, they're rolling deep. Like they're rolling
Okay,
deep every time, man.
okay,
But
then.
again, I don't know. This might be another good episode. We'll close this one out. But I would love to know what back to that what the Empire is paying them, man. Like what are they promising on the other back
That's a
end of
good
this? You know?
question. That's a good question. Like what? Like the senator that we pointed out. What are they giving him, or what have they promised him to be on their side or to be loyal to them? Like all
Yeah,
those
man.
guys at that compound. Like what did they? It can't just be loyalty for the sake of loyalty. Now there are some guys that are down with you because it's loyalty and they are loyal to
True.
like a dog. You feel me? But they got to be promised something. You know, they got to be like holding it. You always think they're holding somebody hostage, like you gonna kill your family if you don't do X, Y, Z for the empire. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's usually
So I
that's a
don't
good
know.
motivator most times.
That's just what I'm thinking. That's like it's always seemed like they roll deeper than the good guys. I mean, when it's time to fight, you see a whole hell of a lot of them,
But they
and you see
also
like maybe two or three of my guys coming over the hill. Like, I guess we gotta fight everybody.
but they also like really like there are probably some people who actually believe in what's in the empire too. It's very it's very political of today's landscape too, if you think
But
about it.
it's the
So
way
we won't
that
get into
senator was
that.
trying to. I know we probably going a little long, but the way that senator was talking about, yeah, we brought them in and we kind of, wiped their memory of the empire's way of living. And she was like, "We just shut down a whole compound of infiltrators. Are you not paying attention to what I'm saying?" You
Yeah.
see, it's that kind of thing. Like they got spies everywhere, and nobody know they still like they still have spies, and they still trying to get this war going because they still trying to take over the entire galaxy.
And
You feel me?
given the timeline of where we're at, we sort of know what transpires after
Mm-hmm.
this because we know like we're in between the OG trilogy and the new
Yes.
trilogy, right?
Yes.
So we
Yes.
know like where we're at in the future. It's just how do we get from where we're at now to that future? Which those
Exactly.
we talked about those last three movies, not the greatest Star Wars movies. At least I didn't enjoy them as
No.
much. But the TV series are single-handedly saving the Star Wars universe for me.
Yes.
Uh,
I'm really enjoying the TV series. I know, and this might be a little off subject. I know people really didn't like Andor, but I thought it was.
Andor was gritty. Andor was real, and to this day, and I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it now. Uh, the reason I took swimming lessons was because Andy Serkis got to the end of that
It said I can't
and couldn't
swim.
swim,
Oh
man.
my God!
I was
And I've
like,
been in
Rufus,
prison for that
no,
long,
Rufus. My man couldn't even float.
dude.
Like,
I know we supposed to be talking about Ahsoka, but dog, let me tell you something. When that episode, when that happened in that episode, dude, you know I catch him, right? I catch him. I had to catch two of them things, bro. And y'all might not know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tears. I
dude.
teared up when the man said he couldn't swim.
And then he just
Whew,
started
that hurt
back
my
and
heart.
back, and
Yeah, he
everybody's leaving.
started backing up like, and everybody's just running forward and jumping.
Rufus, I
Oh
ain't
my
like.
goodness. I'm getting goosebumps thinking about
Same,
myself right
right?
now. You feel me? Oh
But
my goodness,
we
that
might
man.
dedicate like an episode to just the Andor because it should get the shine that it should. There's
Yes.
rumors that it's going to be just a season 2, and then they're completely done. I guess that season 2 will roll right into
Let me tell you something.
Rogue One.
I don't mean to cut you off, but it
Yeah,
can be a lot of rumors until they get this writer strike thing taken
yeah,
care
you're
of.
right.
I'm not listening to nobody in no room, dog.
I think this was reported before, but I could be wrong. But I think I heard or saw that they were only going to do like 2 seasons of Andor, which you didn't need more than 2 to get you to Rogue One, and you just roll
Right,
right into that. But Andy
right.
Serkis is amazing.
Yes.
Dragon Con's this weekend, as of this
Hopefully
recording.
you'll get to meet him,
Hopefully,
right?
I get to meet him. That picture is
Yeah.
expensive, brother. Like,
Hey,
like him and the Hobbits. It's like $295. Anyway,
I know. Hey.
Sam, Frodo, and Gollum just
Yeah.
$295. Rufus,
You
man.
got it, big dog.
Woo. We're gonna have to get some actual sponsors. Anyway, that's been another episode of All Star Fandom. That was our review of Ahsoka, episode 3. Rufus loved it. I loved it. I'm back on board. You keep giving me action like that, and I am anxious to see where the story is going. Rufus, did you have any? I'm sorry. Did you have
No,
any?
you
last
need to
thing
vote
add?
on it. You need to vote on it. I voted on it. I gave it 5 stars or 5 fingers or whatever we doing.
I'll give it a
it?
5. I'll give it a 5 too because it kept my attention the entire time of the show.
Exactly.
Even though I was taking notes for this, it still kept my attention to it. Because I wrote my notes like, what the hell? Space whales. Anyway, Rufus, we gotta get out of here, man.
All right.
But be sure to follow All Star Fandom Show on Instagram. We're on TikTok now, so go over there. All Star Fandom Show there too as well. Drop your comments to this video. Did you like episode 3? What do you think of the space whales? Side note: space whales look like Adrian. What was it? Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh yeah.
Feed me Seymour.
Yeah, feed me Seymour.
What's her name? Audrey. Okay. Anyway, we're finally getting out of here. Be sure to follow All Star Fandom, like this episode, share with your friends, share with your neighbors, share with your enemies, because we're out here in this world. We might have to join the Empire. They might be your friends eventually. So, without further ado, Rufus, thank you for joining me. Now we'll be back for next week for episode 4. I'm looking forward to it, Rufus. I'm on the ride, man. I'm on the ride.
Yeah.
So,
all right, cool.
Until next time, peace.
Peace.